Hello and welcome. I was suggested that I should do a suspension test comparing the new crawler and pre-runner that were added into the game, and I thought it was a good idea. But then I also figured I'd throw in some of my favorite off-road vehicles, minus I guess the standard D series. I just threw that in there for fun, just to see how it'll stack up. But I've got the classic, well, not classic, but the original crawler from the Hopper, just to see how it'll compare against the new iteration of the crawler for the D series. And this DSC Scarab right here is probably, it was definitely my favorite off-road vehicle until the new update came out, and now they're pretty neck and neck. But I threw that in there, and we've got the stock pre-runner. Just went with the shorter version, not like the full cab version, just because it's closer wheelbase to the Super Pig. So we've got that in there, and then like I said, D series threw in there just for fun, just to see how it stack up against actual off-road vehicles. And then of course lastly we've got the Super Pig. So I know all these will have their own strengths and weaknesses because I have a bunch of various tests. First, I'm going to start off with the flex / articulation test. So I've got this janky setup built here, and yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so I forgot to mention that this map is Feel the Bumps. It's been around for a while. I will link it in the description. If you want to see me do like a little video just on the map alone, let me know. But today we're just going to do the suspension test. So first up we've got the Super Pig. I guess I'll go ahead and lock the differentials just in case we need to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go as high up as I can before this back wheel lifts off the ground like that. So I'm going to come down just a smidge. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely touching. So obviously this has a lot of articulation. So we made that tire, made it up to the third pole there on the ramp, so that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and switch on over to another vehicle. Alright, so next up we have the pre-runner, and I am kind of curious to see how this one will do since it's not really a crawler, but it is a similar suspension setup. I might be able to go a little higher. Maybe not. Yeah, it keeps bouncing up just a smidge. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I'll call it about there. I mean, that's still obviously a lot of articulation. So I made it, the wheel's like dead center on that second bar, but went just a smidge past, I'd say. So yeah, that's definitely a good showing for a vehicle that's not really made for crawling. Alright, now we've got the DSC Scarab. Again, this one also isn't made for crawling, but we'll definitely give it a go. Alright. I think I might be able to go a little more. Oh wait, the front wheel is lifting off. Okay, that kind of confused me. Let's bring it back a smidge. Wow, I mean, again, more than I thought it was going to be, because I feel like the suspension, I felt like it was fairly stiff, like this could survive some pretty big jumps without bottoming out, but yeah, no, it handled that like a champ. Next, we'll head to the OG crawler. It's in pink because the name of the color is uncomfortable or uncomfortably pink, I believe, and that's hilarious. So we went with that. Got the differentials locked. Let's give this a go. Yeah, that back tire was raising just there. Again, this one definitely has a lot of articulation, but made it to about the same as the pre-runner and the Scarab, which is interesting. But it does have a shorter wheelbase, so it definitely has a disadvantage on that. But next for fun, we'll head to the D series over there. Alright, so we've got the D series. Let's see if the diffs can manage this. Alright, well, yeah, it's just slipping at that point, but I'm pretty sure that's like about where it is. And that honestly is not bad for like a stock pickup. But yeah, only made it to about that first bar there. So nothing too crazy, but obviously, whatever. Yeah, let's head on to the next test, because this one actually is pretty sweet. I'm kind of excited about it. Alright, and we're back. So this little section here is pretty nifty, so it's kind of like another flex test, I guess. But yeah, I'll pretty much just let the cars coast down here, and so as you can see, it kind of like alternates the heights, so it's pretty cool to watch, and I'll do a little bit of slow motion too. But yeah, gotta get a little momentum going. There we go. Pause it real quick, get some slow-mo action. We'll do 4 times slower. There we go. Oh yeah. It's hard to keep it centered, but it's really bouncing around. It's not really flexing too much. That makes sense. Yeah, this thing is very hard to control while it's bouncing around like that. That looks so goofy. Alright. Guess we can drive over this as well. Let's get some slow motion going. Look at that bed wobbling. Alright, speed that back up. So yeah, we're definitely gonna try that with all the other vehicles. Alright, so next we've got the Scarab. This one I'm pretty sure is gonna be pretty neat. Let's back up so we get a little more. Alright. Now release the parking brake and we'll get going. Oh yeah. That looks super smooth. So again, not dealing with the bounciness. Let's get just a smidge of slow-mo. Oh yeah, look at the tires flexing as they hit the ground. I just love how all this is simulated. It's so amazing. Alright. I guess we'll drive through here. Didn't mean to shift up. There we go. Slow that down. Maybe that's a little too slow. Try to keep it in a straight line. Seems like the tires are mostly soaking that up. Not too much of the suspension working, but still pretty neat. Alright, so as you can see, having a little trouble trying to get this lined up, so I'm just going to start it from here. Hit neutral. Oh yeah. We definitely need some slow motion on that. Get a good look at the front there. That looks amazing. If this was just one of those like GIFs that keep on looping over and over, I could watch it over and over. Like, it's so satisfying. Oh yeah. Man, this is like kind of sensual. Anyway, let's speed that up. Go over these. Oop. I completely forgot to get some slow motion. Let me do that again real quick just to get some slow-mo. Alright. Trying to get it more straightened out. There we go. Oh, I think I overcorrected a little too much. Well, at least you got to see it a couple times. Trying to correct it. There we go. That's better. Again, the suspension's not having to work too hard. It seems like the tires are soaking it up mainly. But yeah, let's get into the next vehicle. Alright, so now we've got the hopper going. Let her start ripping. And also the name of the paint is Uncomfortable Pink. That's actually what it is. Now let's get some slow-mo going. Again, fairly similar to how the pre-runner acted. Which kind of makes sense. But alright, let's get the full speed. Wow, that is a lot of movement going on there. I felt like those tires were really hopping. That's no pun intended, but that was funny. Alright. Yeah, let's get into the final vehicle, which will be the Super Pig. Alright, so now we are on the crawler now, the Super Pig. That's really satisfying. I mean, it does act pretty much exactly like the pre-runner, but it doesn't hop around as much. Like, the tires instantly hit the ground since it's so soft. Alright, let's try to... Oh, again, I'm kind of hitting the bumps weird. Alright, let's see. Again, very similar to the pre-runner. And a lot of the other off-road vehicles where the tires are definitely soaking up a lot of the impact. But yeah, now let's get on to our next test. Alright, so next we were going to do the drop test, but I kind of got distracted. And yeah, this is really sweet. So right where I'm at, in this spot, if I drive up here, there is like the perfect double. Like, that is so smooth. I can't jump the this next one though, but still, that is awesome. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get back to setting up the next test. Alright, so next we got the drop test, because I've got the articulation / flex test, and then I hit the that kind of high-speed bump test. So yeah, the final test I'd like to get done is the drop test. I'm trying to make it as consistent as possible. Pretty much what I'm doing is driving off of this ledge, pausing it, and then if you go into free cam and hit F7 and then I to respawn it, then I think it should be in the exact same spot every time. I guess we'll find out, but yeah, I want to try to get it as consistent as possible. I also got the slow-mo set, so yeah, let's see how the pre-runner handles it. So pretty good, obviously, soaked it all up. It did bottom out though, and it did rebound quite a bit to where it got airborne again. Yeah, next let's go on to the Scarab. Alright, so we look right at about the same spot, so I'm pretty sure that it is the exact spot. But anyway, let's see how the Scarab does. Oh wow, that was really impressive. I kind of want to see that again, honestly. It's like a pillow landing. It didn't even bottom out. See, that's one of the reasons why I really like the Scarab. Alright, let's go on to the standard D series. Alright, so now we've got the normal D series. I got the slow-mo going. Let's see how this does. Ooh, quite a bottom out there, and it did also get airborne off the rebound, but I mean, shouldn't really expect much out of it. Alright, now next we will head on to the crawler, the Super Pig. Alright, let's see how the Super Pig deals with this. It doesn't bottom out. Well, actually, hold on. I think the shocks may have bottomed out. Let's check the front real quick. Well, I guess it didn't bottom all the way out. Yeah, so it didn't bottom out, but it did get air off the rebound like all the other vehicles. Alright, so next we are going to hop on over to the hopper. Again, no pun intended. Alright, let's see how the hopper will deal with this drop test. I imagine fairly well. Nice. I don't think it bottomed out. Let's see it one more time. Okay, the rear definitely bottomed out. Okay, but still handled it very well. Did get airborne off of the rebound again, but yeah, so that's all 5 of these vehicles tested. I still think the Scarab is probably my favorite as far as the suspension goes, but comment down below. Tell me what you think, which vehicle you prefer, and till next time.